Good morning, guys. I am finally in paradise. I'm on an island called Ko Phayam, and it's a bit bright, but the water behind me is crystal clear, insanely blue. And I'm just waking up every morning to this. This is so perfect. We managed to bag ourselves a really good little spot. There's a place right down the end of the beach in the jungle called Argenpan. And it's a guy that's lived here for 30, 40, 50 years, I'm not sure. And he's built all these cool little bungalows right on the beach. And we've got our hammocks up just over there. There's my hammock and Lou's. And right there is the water. You could not get more perfect of a spot. Apart from that guy's hammering some stick into the ground, which is a little bit mad. But it is 9 o'clock. It's not like it happened too early. Basically, we managed to bag this banging spot. Hammocks are there, and the guy's letting us stay for free as long as we support the bar and buy like a couple of beers or a meal there every day, which is doable because we need to do it. This place is beautiful. I'm just going to take a little drive around the island today. I'm going to show you this place first, but I'm going to take a little drive around the island today and show you how freaking beautiful it is. And the best part is, there's waves on the southwest coast, on Long Beach. At around 4 o'clock until sunset, there is beautiful waves. Nothing too big, it's a longboard situation, but a lot of fun. There's other people camping in hammocks here too. Just what I like, hammock community. And there's like the main little restaurant there. Lots of cute little furry friends. Good morning. And underneath the restaurant, over there, is one kitten. I'm not sure where the rest are, but there are 4, which is great. Because playing with kittens in the morning is fantastic. This is the main chill out area and restaurant. This place is so great. Look at these little guys. I think they're going to be terrified of me. You're not scared. It's fantastic. It's like being in a kitten daycare all day. They just say, take a little drive around the island now, because it's not very big. It's a really small island, but I had to rent a scooter, even though in the last video I said I refused to. Just for a couple of days to get my bearings. I wanted to find a surfboard and stuff. So this is £5 a day, and it is the most absolute piece of crap you could ever imagine. If I rented this bike every day for 7 weeks, it would cost me the same as it did to buy my last bike and do all the repairs. Or our bike that's sitting in Lao now. I wish I had it here so bad. That is a cockfighting. We put roosters in these cages, get them all riled up and let them kill each other. Save the chickens. Guess this is like the busiest it gets, man. This is like the built up area. Should we stop for some ice cream? There's this little spot that does vegan coconut ice cream made from coconut milk for 20 baht, which is 50p, which is absolutely banging, so cheap. This little place on the side of the road. It's a cool little spot, to be fair. It's not built up no matter where you go. It's all just like little wooden buildings. For 50p, you get 5 scoops of ice cream and chocolate. Oh, just dropping the chocolate everywhere. It's so banging. You can definitely live for cheap here. I'm not really going to be I'm on a tight budget, but today I'm not going to be on the tightest of budget. I'm going to do another video in a couple of days where I try and live on like £2.50 a day, maybe £5 if I'm feeling generous. But this is definitely a treat. The ice cream was so dank. And at the bar, or at the ice cream shop, they also sell weed, which is crazy. Everywhere sells weed here in Thailand. Everywhere. Dog. What? Banana play, whatever that is. That's 300 baht a gram. It's like £7 a gram. This is OG Kush apparently. It's 600 baht a gram. Those are crazy prices. 600 baht is like £15. Pay £15 a gram? Hell no. On the other side of the island, you can get it for like 50p a gram, so there's no way. Driven down to the pier, which is where you're getting off the boat if you do come here. It's this big thing that says welcome, welcome. Tourist police there, so don't get in any trouble. There's a whole bunch of people getting off the boat down there. It's really, really close. It was literally like 30 minutes on the boat from the mainland here, which is mad, bearing in mind my last boat took 10 hours from Ko Tao to somewhere, jump on, I don't know where it was, somewhere. It took 10 hours. This was 35 minutes. You can literally see it from the mainland, and if you look out over there, that is Ko Chang, which is 80% jungle, not much on it. But through that gap over there, you see little islands. And those little islands are Myanmar, or Burma, super close. Literally the border's like 30 k's away. And it's pretty groovy, pretty groovy. This area is super busy. Like it's just like lots of little shops and bike rental places. It's a bit much for me. I say a bit much, it's still super, super quiet compared to everywhere else I've been in the last little bit. There's a couple like little resorts and bungalows and stuff down here. It is a lot more expensive on this island to rent a bungalow than it has been anywhere else in Asia. Like people are renting bungalows for like $20, $30. Some of them are renting a little bit cheaper. We are, of course, staying in our hammocks and doing it the real budget style. But it's cool. It's a nice little spot to chill. There's definitely prettier parts of the islands, which we're going to drive over to now. This is just like the main area where you get off. It's where a lot of people stay. And just to let you know, it's definitely worth getting out of this area, driving over to the other side. Only like 3 kilometers, but it is beautiful. We're going to drive there now. We just stopped at like one of the little local supermarkets to sit in the shade and have a drink, right? And across the road is a big fat monkey. You just see the little bugger sitting there. There's so many monkeys on this island. When I'm cooking on my little stove, I have to be so careful because they'll come out of the trees and nick your stuff. Like if you've got to walk over there to get water, pick up all the rice and all the eggs and all the everything and take it with you, otherwise it will be stolen by a monkey. It's crazy. There's also a lot of big snakes here. It's like massive pythons and also king cobras. They're everywhere. You don't want to step on one of those buggers in the night. We're almost at the beach. I wonder if there's going to be any waves. Okay, couldn't drop it. We're just going to walk down to the beach and see if there's actually any waves. It's only like 1:30 and the waves don't really start till like 3:30, 4 o'clock. So we're going to go check it out. Hopefully they're a little bit bigger than they were yesterday. It was so flat. I was in the water for like 2 hours and I got like 2 waves. The day before that, it was absolutely pumping. I don't know, there was a storm going on out in the bay or like just on the other side, and the waves were coming in hot. So let's go check it out today. The weather looks pretty good, so fingers crossed. Then we get down to the beach. Absolute spot. Oh man, the waves are pretty flat right now. Like really flat right now, but it's because it's super, super low tide. There's a little bit of swell out there, but anything that you do catch, you will just end up face down on the sand. So I'm gonna come back down here at like 4 o'clock or something, or 3 o'clock and have a little surf. I always come to this place called JJ's, which is this little beach bar. And the lady is super nice and the guy's super nice. Always checking out the waves. I'll come walking down the path and she'll tell me there's waves or she'll tell me it's flat before I even get here. So they rent surfboards and stuff if you need one as well. So come on down. But for now, there's nothing here. There's nothing worth being in the water. So we'll head back and maybe come down later on. Just spoke to the lady down here and she reckons 3 o'clock, the waves might start picking up again. I'm gonna go down about 3 or 4. Been out in the water surfing now for like 2.5 hours, exhausted. It was awesome today, it went off. Like, I think there was a little storm somewhere. Like you still couldn't see those islands. I reckon that was pushing some weather this way. The waves were really nice. They're not massive, but they were pretty perfect today. And now the sunset's on its way. It's about to go down over there. And I'm gonna walk down to the hippie bar, which is quite a bizarre building, quite a crazy thing. I think it's a health and safety inspectors and carpenters nightmare, but it is sick nonetheless. So go check it out. How absolutely crazy this spot is. Our hammocks are down there. That is all just jungle. And that's all just jungle. Mental. This is the hippie bar. It's this old ship looking thing. They've just built it. It's not actually a boat. Definitely wouldn't float. But this old crazy looking boat building that the guys here have been building up over the last like 15 or 20 years. And it is nuts. It's so crazy. It's got all these like tree houses and little walkways and bridges and bits to climb, and it's obviously got a bar in there. It's pretty sick. Look at this nuts thing. This is crazy. This is the little walkway up off the beach, like. That's one of the tree houses up there. 3 stories up. Absolutely nuts, this place. And it's got a really good location too. Always got a fire going, got handicraft things. You go upstairs. All these little bridges and stuff, man, all these little huts. With the most epic sunset spots. This is the craziest bar I've ever been in. It's nuts. I'm gonna go get a beer and watch the sunset, because it's gonna be sick. I want to have a building like this one day. I want to live in a place like this. This is so nuts. So, just gonna chill, have a beer, watch the sunset, because it is a nuts one tonight. It's actually crazy. Wait. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
It's just disappearing, man. This is the best spot in the house.